Riveting content. Empowering your life. Welcome to The Sphere. This episode is sponsored by
True Digital Media Consulting. You're online right now and so are your customers, but marketing has to be a consistent journey. True Digital Media Consulting can help with your online ads, organic growth, and so much more. Contact us today at 832-934-4436 or visit our website at truedigitalmediaconsulting.com.
Elite Dental Wellness. At Elite Dental Wellness, Dr. Ashandra Batiste understands that one of the biggest obstacles is dental fear. The vision at Elite Dental Wellness is to ensure every patient is treated with respect, ultimate care, patience, and love. Call us today to make an appointment at area code 713-789-8680. Looking to advertise? Join the Sphere's vast demographic reach of thousands of people all over the world. Send an email today to advertise@thesphere.tv or call us at area code 832-772-7789.
Hello, welcome back. All Things Beauty, we're here again. And this time, we're fully staffed. Hey, girl, hey.
You tried it.
I'm just saying, she was a little incognito or nowhere to be found last week.
Yes, I am back. I'm ready. I'm re-energized. Look, okay, I have to go see LMA. So,
Oh, she was here in town.
yes, and it was amazing. So look
Really?
now, I had to take a little break. Y'all
know,
would do the same thing.
One of my clients last weekend was telling me that her first album, I didn't even know Homegirl had a first album. She was telling me her first album is actually more impactful than this current one.
She has several like EP mixtapes, and and it was so funny because she sings. She's the Boot Up girl.
Yeah.
Everybody knew Boot Up. I
Yeah.
knew all the songs. People were looking at me like, how does she know all the songs? I'm a real fan. And for $20, this girl's about to blow up.
No way.
The tickets were $20.
You know, since this is a beauty show, I have to kind of just comment on her aesthetic. I'm loving the no makeup look.
It made me mad.
You know what? We already know your stance on Alicia
No,
Keys'
but I'm gonna
no
tell
makeup
you.
look. But
No.
she, LMA,
No,
LME, whatever, she's gorgeous.
beautiful. But I'm mad that you can be on stage with all these artificial lights and only have on lip gloss and still look beautiful.
Yeah. I mean, she probably has some powder, let's be honest. Some translucent happening, a little mascara maybe.
I think she had like a matte moisturizer.
And that's it? You really
That's
think it
it.
was just bare skin?
Eyebrows weren't even filled in. Beautiful eyebrows. I was like, what?
Yeah.
But it was great. But I'm back. We're
Nice.
ready. She
Nice,
ready. Tiffany had it.
She's ready. Yes, she is. And I hope you're ready for today's show. We're actually going to be tackling some issues or just some topics relating to social media influence. And I'd really love you all to actually comment as we're live. So you know how we do it here on All Things Beauty on the Sphere Podcast Network. If you have some comments, some questions, maybe even some concerns that you want to voice, make sure that you're doing just that right here, right now. I'm sorry, y'all. I just had a little shot before we got started.
Can you say that on air?
Huh?
Can
What?
you say that on air that
Absolutely. We're adults. People who watch our show are adults.
you know?
Hello. But as we were saying, if you want to make sure that you are engaging with us on this platform currently, please make sure that you do comment or hashtag ATB or All Things Beauty, or if you're watching live, you can simply comment right now on our Facebook Live broadcast. All right. So, what are you rocking on your lips?
So I actually have on a matte lip today. No gloss. It's not a concoction. Go figure. So it is a Jordana matte lip cream
Ooh.
in buttercream frosting. So a little bit pinky, still a little bit nude, like a little safe. But I kind of blotted.
Safe.
It's blotted, you know, but my lips have been going through some things, so it's a little bit drying.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's the actual liquid lipstick. My lips just a little crusty. But I just dabbed a little bit of chapstick in the middle to kind of help with that. But yep, that's what I have.
Awesome. And you always look stunning in person and on camera, but especially right now, you're looking amazing on film.
I don't know what I did. This
What's got you
makeup is
glowing, if I may ask?
the love of the Lord.
He's always been present. He's omnipotent, honey. He ain't going nowhere. He's the Alpha and the Omega.
I mean,
so
I
this
don't
must be
know.
something new.
I'm in a really good space.
Oh, okay.
I'm
I
like
thought you were gonna say
living
something
like
else.
literally living my best life. I mean it. So like I'm not waiting till I get a man. I'm not waiting for
course
somebody to
not.
go somewhere with me. Like I'm whatever I want to do, I'm doing it.
So you ain't going back and forth with nobody.
no, not
Okay.
shout out to Lil Duval, cause that's the summer anthem.
Okay. Even though summer's almost over.
No,
y'all got about 3 weeks and wrap this thing up.
Yeah, I think September 22nd
Yeah.
is the last day. Which I'm glad because I'm tired. I've been booked and busy.
Yes.
Like, and I'm not even joking.
Yes,
Like
seriously.
my calendar is already like booked.
Mhm.
Like Saturday, I have 3 different things on my
Awesome.
calendar happening simultaneously.
That's awesome.
It's cool.
Yeah, it is cool. Book busy and blessed is amazing.
Ooh, I
and
like
a
that
privilege.
one.
Yeah.
Booked, busy, and blessed. Okay.
Absolutely. So I wanted to know, well, we're going to get into eyelashes soon because you just got some recent installments and I had my first experience with it all. But y'all know me, I'm rocking a red lip, nothing new here. But I was trying to channel a little 80s inspired glowness. And so I'm all
I get
about
that.
purchasing or supporting Black-owned businesses. And so shout out to Joelle from OM Glow. It's capital OMG in the word, but it's OM Glow Cosmetics. They have some spray on shimmer, if you will. I love it. I'm here for it. So if you're wondering where this glow is coming from, it's from OM Glow.
So did you purchase these items or were
Yeah.
they sent to you?
I purchased them because I needed
Okay.
to have like 10. So I'm currently rocking 3 sprays of Queen and 1 spray of Incredible. And so it's just this beautiful, beautiful glow and golden kind of shimmer. I meant to bring the actual bottles. I forgot them. But next week, I'll definitely bring them for y'all.
Okay, so then this has a shimmer in it. So do you apply highlight?
Nothing, honey.
Because I feel like that this will be similar to the MAC Fix, the new Fix Pluses.
The infused Fix Pluses.
Right.
But she's been here for 3 years. So infused
just
Fix
give me a
Pluses
minute.
just got on the market.
Give me a minute. I've seen this brand somewhere, but what I'm saying is that my dilemma with it is that I don't think I like the product because if I set my face with it and then I go in and put highlight over it, I'm looking like a crazy disco ball lady.
Yeah, so I think you have to have an affinity for the glow aesthetic.
Or just
so
not
if
put
you
highlight.
But, okay, so highlight is going to be concentrated in one area. This is going to have eminence all over. So I did put a little brush stroke of just how I wanted it on the cheek, but overall on the face to create this whole effortless glow is the spray.
So maybe I spray too much then.
Yes, I was just about to
Okay,
say. So yeah, I
Everywhere.
just did 1, 2, and then brought it down for the
Oh,
3.
no.
And
I it's like at least 7 sprays.
oh no, okay, yeah, you're.
Like it's like this.
Oh no, so you're
Like a
overspraying.
sprinkler.
Yeah, so
So-
overspraying.
Oh, okay. Well, then, okay, I'll,
So
I'll
just-
take your recommendation.
so you
and
have
try
the
it that
MAC
way. I have the
infused.
MAC one, right? But I also did not know that a Black-owned business is who kind of But they have been saying that people have been, I guess, seeing stuff,
Yeah.
and it's not really heavily promoted, so it's easier for you to. I'm not gonna say take because that would be a stretch, but you know how to impersonate it.
Yeah,
Because of course MAC has a
Yep.
bigger audience than this young lady, which is kind of jacked up. But I mean, you know, you're gonna notice, okay, if MAC does it versus an indie brand.
Mm-hmm.
We should do a
Yeah.
show about that, like
We absolutely
indie brands,
should.
like Black indie brands, because I don't know a lot of indie brands. So
Yeah, that's a really, really great idea, actually. So if we could, I'd love to just hear about your lash experience.
my lash experience is always a good time. Actually, I went Saturday morning, and me and my lash lady were like cool. So my lash appointment was 2 hours.
What?
We were talking. She takes her time. She takes care of me. Like, and we're talking about her, what's going on with her, what's going like a therapy session almost, relaxing. Like, so the first time I went, it maybe took like an hour and 15 minutes. But this like literally an hour for each eye because we were talking. She was taking her time. So I love her. Shout out to Karina.
Yeah.
So she's trying to build up like her Instagram and was asking me actually pointers about social media. So they kind of actually came full circle.
And yeah,
So
what's
we're gonna talk
today's
about
topic?
today. So yeah, she's like,
Exactly.
well, what kind of pointers would you give, or how she wants to work her page and do photo shoots and stuff. So we're just talking about everything.
Yeah.
So I don't know if she allotted out 2 hours because she knew.
Yeah.
But I was there for, I think my appointment was at 9. I left out of there like 11:15.
What?
Yeah.
Wow, that's fabulous. So my lash experience, this is the first time I ever had them. I had to send Kim V pictures as soon as I got up off the table because I was just a little uncertain about the whole thing. So apparently, a lot of, I guess, let me start off by saying shout out to Snooty Shop. Found her, speaking of social media, on Instagram. The girl is popping. Make sure you go see her. She's actually not too far away from the studio off of Harwin Street.
Okay.
So I got mine about 2 weeks ago before my DC trip. And I am now probably overdue now for a refill. And I have no lashes added. So get into these lashes, honey.
Okay, wait. How many weeks has it been?
2.5.
No.
But I rub my eyes a lot.
My extensions last a month
No, I've been like without a refill.
without a refill.
So she told me all about care, the lash care. I use the oil cleansing method. So I've been putting a lot of oil on my face and consequently my lashes to remove my eye makeup. I haven't been combing them. I rub my eyes sometimes when I'm like bored or sleepy or tired. So I've been aggravating them probably a little bit too much.
It's better.
And she warned me.
It's better because you're not used to them, so you're used to just but for me, mine have always, and I told her, she said, well, you probably have the longest like retention because most people are like 2 weeks to 3 weeks.
Oh, okay.
So what I do is I take my cleanser, I put it on, so I clean my face, and then I leave my eyes for last. So then I take a Q-tip, I put a little bit of cleanser on there,
Q-tip.
and I go.
Oh, okay.
I'm very meticulous because I'm not going to pay $70 to come back in 2 weeks. It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
No. So of course, if something crazy happens, then fine. But I'm not gonna be giving away no money.
Yeah.
So, and I'm pretty sure the oil is helping break down the glue. We're gonna get you together.
And I put another, not today, but last weekend I put another lash on top. So when I took
and then that
the
rips
lash
them off.
it ripped off like a few hairs. So I'm just like, I need to just put on a strip and go. But I do like having this for days when I'm like at the gym or working out or just running Saturday errands. And you want to look just a little, up the ante a little bit.
Yeah, you have to be very meticulous.
Yeah.
You do.
I'm not doing well at it.
Well, from a perspective of a person that wears makeup to work every day, that to me, it helps me get out of the door quicker.
Yeah, I'm
so
sure.
That's what I like about it.
And I like that, not that my strips ever feel heavy, but the strips are attached to the skin itself, whereas these lash extensions are just affixed to each individual eyelash hair. So they feel just lighter and more effortless. Snooty Shop was actually running a 2-for-1 special, so I went with my mom. It was our both time ever having full-on extensions.
What does she think?
She is loving them. She's like you. She's like careful. She's not even wearing eyeshadow. She's just like letting them be. And hers are amazing. They look brand new right now. And we're almost 3 weeks into this whole process. So she's really into it. She got 12s and 13s, a custom mix of like a few 11s at the front and then 12s and 13s. I got like 14s and 15s. So I think if I ever go back, I'll probably get a little smaller. Yeah.
I told you those 15s were intense. Y'all, okay, first of all, y'all, she texts me, which is totally fine because, we're coworkers, sisters, whatever. And I was just like, okay. And I was like, okay, you can't get them wet for 2 weeks. For 2 days. What? I'm like, they have to dry. And it's like, I'm like, okay. I was like, Lord, please let this girl have a good experience. And so then when she texts me back with the photos, I was like, okay, cool. But I think I have 15s and 14s. Like I get like the doll eye look to where they're longer in the middle.
Yeah.
So because I like my eyes to look open. So everything that my girl does is pretty much custom.
Yeah.
So you kind of tell her the kind of look that you're going for, and she kind of makes it work. But
Good
I'm glad
point.
that you like
I
them.
like that you said that. So I have a more almond eye shape, and I wanted to accentuate that. So she put more of the longer
got
ends on the
cat
tail
eye.
end. Yes. So that's really interesting. I didn't even realize how this whole kind of plays into the eye shape and how you want your eyes to be accentuated.
Yeah,
So
because
that's
even
cool.
with lashes, I have different lashes for different makeup looks.
Yeah.
So however I want to look that day, I always have a rotation of at least 5 lashes.
You know what I want to add, well, that I haven't asked her yet, is if she does bottom and top lashes. Talk about a whole baby doll look.
Now the bottoms would be too much.
Really?
For me, because you got to be very careful. So this whole area versus
Yeah.
just the top.
True.
I've seen it. It looks really nice, but
True. Very true.
that definitely wouldn't I mean, especially with concealer, this and that, you got to be wiping. No. We can stick to the top.
Absolutely true. And speaking of True, this episode is partially sponsored by True Digital. Did you know that you're online right now as we speak? And actually, so are your customers. The question is, how do you actively reach them? Marketing has to be a consistent journey, and we're here to walk you every step of the way. True Digital Media Consulting can help with website development, online ads, your business reputation, and organic growth in search engines. Give us a call today to discuss your optimized and customized strategy for your business by calling 832-934-4436 or simply send us an email at info@truedigital.com. Thank you. Awesome. So we're talking about the influence of social media. We found our lovely lash ladies partially on social media or trying to increase their social media following. We also talked about just kind of, well, we really haven't talked about too much thus far, but right now I actually want to delve right into something that was really big on social media this week and something that I think is quite appropriate to discuss on a show like this. We are two obviously Black women who present as Black women, and this is a beauty podcast. And so recently there was an episode, if you will, a situation with a Black woman going into a Tulsa, Oklahoma owned Asian beauty supply store. And after purchasing her products and leaving with her 2 children in tow, there was an altercation outside, and the Asian owner, a male in fact, actually hit the woman in the face, struck her. There was a disagreement about some payment dispute, and the woman actually paid and had her bag and was exiting the store with her friend and her 2 sons, and a lot unfolded. Have you seen the video?
I have not seen the video.
Mike, are we ready to play the video? Okay, we are. So
This is real reaction, guys.
yeah.
Oh.
It's like that escalated quickly, and then in a couple of seconds you'll actually see her once he walks inside the store. So you see nothing happen, right? Her friend nor her were actually attacking him or chasing him or running after him, but you see her spitting. She's actually spitting out blood.
Yeah, because
so
he
hit
punched
her
her. He
so
sucker punched
hard.
her.
Yeah, so hard. Walking into doors that are actually decorated with pictures of Black women. So a lot to digest. Reaction?
I think that she was better than me because I would have called the cops.
I would have caught the cops after probably attacking him back. Like, all she did, so there was a disagreement. You can see probably in the video that she did actually, like, you know, get in his face, but nothing was, no physical contact occurred.
Which I would not have done that. You would have had to talk to me from my car.
I think she was on her way to her car. Like, she was trying to leave. And
then she goes back, and then she kind of gets
and then says her piece, honey, and then walks away to leave, and he hits her.
He definitely should not have hit her. But if I was already having it, well, first of all, if I was already having an issue, I'm not going to patronize with you. That's there is a beauty supply on every block.
So
you give me some kickback on something if the price tag, if the tag says $4.99 and you ring up $6.99, because that probably was what it was, because I go to the beauty supply. I was there last week.
How it works, yep.
And sometimes if you're not checking your receipt, or if they'll try to, because of course they feel like you don't have, where else can you go? Mm-hmm. This is, so I understand that, but which was probably what it was. So if you're going to give me some smoke, then okay, I don't have to patronize with you. Mm-hmm. So that's would have been my initial reaction, because I'm not going to beg anybody to take my money. Yeah. But at the same time, he should have not put his hands on her, and she should definitely get an attorney, because if it's on camera, because I think it's like a wave of I'm not going to say what caused the wave, but it seems like it's a wave of people that just feel like they can just do whatever they want to do when they want to do it, which is not the case. And if you're prosecuted, then maybe you'll think twice, and that'll show other people not to be putting them paws on people.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I definitely agree with what you're saying. The only thing I probably would add is that, just to maybe put this in a little bit more context, the hair care industry is a $1 billion industry, largely supported by Black individuals and, more namely, Black women. In 2017 alone, Nielsen reported that Black women actually were responsible for providing about $50 million or contributing to the hair care industry. So even though Black women largely support and contribute to the Black hair industry, most of the stores are largely owned by Korean families, namely because of their connection to Korea, where a lot of hair has been imported since the 1970s. Now, we have been seeing a really dwindling kind of population of Korean hair owners, mainly because these parents or grandparents who are coming over to the U.S. or America and starting these beauty supplies are now retiring or wanting to get to the point of passing on their businesses to their children. And a lot of their children, because they've been taking advantage of the American dream, are involved in other industries. And so they're not carrying on the torch of being involved in the family business.
So, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's a lot to have a store. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Me personally, I think that a lot of the bad people are getting mixed up with the good. Because, I mean, like I said, I go to the beauty supply. They have the photos of Susie Q who came in and tried to steal a pack of hair and run out. I mean, so you're on the defense all the time. But, I mean, of course you shouldn't. But how is this any different from any other people? Walmart.
I was just about to say, do you see people
you out the door?
But do you see people at the Red Dot Boutique? Shout out to Target. Do you see people at Target doing this? Behaving in this way to customers? To suburban moms?
It's Target.
Y'all, the point of this, there's so many points, but please support Black-owned businesses, whether or not you're Black, especially if the service is there, especially if the quality of the product is there. I am proud to now see lots of Black-owned beauty supplies. I actually have my very own in Houston now, right off of Alameda. Shout out. But y'all, something's got to give.
I have a girl that follows me on Instagram, and totally by coincidence, I don't think she lives here, but she was promoting her mom has a beauty supply in Houston. So I probably need to reach out to her. But
Please do.
But here's my thing about Black-owned businesses, and this is not it seems like that they're expensive or more expensive than something that's not Black owned. So I don't know.
Example?
Well, I don't have a beauty supply example because I don't think I've ever shopped at a Black owned beauty supply. But I mean, like restaurants, or if they're owned by Black people, they're probably going to be a little bit overpriced, because in my opinion, you want to hurry to make your money back from what you invested, which that's fine, but sometimes that has to happen over time. So I can understand why people can't afford to go that route, but I mean, I would try my best, because I've never made like a conscious effort to say, oh, we should go here because it's Black owned. But I've also experienced Black owned places where the service was terrible, and I'm just like, you know what?
But I've also experienced predominantly owned restaurants or places of business where the service was terrible and I never went back. Now, something like that happens with a Black-owned business. I may not return, or I will politely, address the owner or management at hand, letting them know that these are the problems that I have as a paying customer.
You would be fighting too.
No, not at all. Not at all. I've never had any type of one of my favorite Black-owned businesses, restaurants to support, is Breakfast Club, and I'm so proud of Marcus Davis. Shout out to him.
Catfish.
Breakfast Club, Alley Cat, Culture,
I love Alley
Reggae
Cat.
Hut.
I haven't been to Culture yet.
We gotta go then. Maybe we can do that on our next.
Do they have free parking?
Yeah, so inside of a parking garage across the street, you can get 2 hours of validated parking.
Okay.
So free parking, essentially.
Okay.
They have some amazing happy hour deals. And shout out to AKA Boulay that was in town in mid-July. He actually rolled out the pink and green carpet for the ladies and had some specialized like pink pound cake at Culture and a whole Ivy room at Breakfast Club. So we love Marcus Davis and all that he's doing for the Black-owned restaurant community.
Okay, well, if it's as good as Breakfast Club, then I definitely want to go.
Absolutely. So I want to know kind of what you feel about, or actually, you know what? Before we actually delve into the juiciness, I got to tell you, Facebook Live viewers, it's time for you to go. But at this point in the show, we'd like for you to subscribe to our show on all major platforms, including iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play, and Stitcher. Review our show on iTunes with constructive feedback. Share this Facebook Live post and the entire show with your family and friend circle. And donate to our mission to bring enriched and inspiring content each and every week. You can donate at www.thesphere.tv/donate. Awesome. Well, we hope you all have had a wonderful, wonderful week, and we went a little bit longer on Facebook Live than usual, so thank you for viewing with us today, and we'll see you next Tuesday. All right, Miss Kimby. So you are the one with 1.5 million Instagram followers of this duo, and
I wish.
You do have a really, really strong and solid and contributing social media following. There's always people commenting on your posts and people really engaging, which is awesome and truly authentic and genuine. But since this is a show all about social media influence, we want to give the people a few tips on helping them own their social media experience and making sure that it's worthwhile for their business. And so not everyone is going to be working within the beauty industry, so we understand that. So some of these tips that we're about to share are actually going to be applicable to all industries, but some are actually going to be only relevant to beauty industry. So
I didn't know I was going to be interviewed tonight. But anyways, first of all, shout out to all of my followers because they are ride or die. Like from when I had hair to no hair to not posting to, having ads on my page. So they're always there, like you said, supporting. So shout out to all 27 or so thousand of you guys.
Awesome.
So, but actually for what I was telling my lash lady, the number one thing is to start one. So... And then the number two thing I would say, you have to know your audience. Because for me, you have to know what they like. So, for example, on my page, I could go and spend all this money and have a professional photo shoot. I'm not going to get the likes. My followers want to see me taking a ratch car selfie. That's what they want. So, an actual professional photography will not get as many hits. And they also don't like to see me in photos with other people. So... If I post multiple people with me, I don't get as much traction on that. But the selfies is what they like. So you have to produce whatever your fan base likes.
So how did you come to this realization?
Trial and error.
So mainly likes, that's how you gauge it?
Well, yeah, mainly likes because, like I said, because the whole point of posting is to get likes. I mean, you can have good content all day, but if they don't like it, then there's no point because the people that follow you, that's what makes you an influencer is having people to influence. You can't say that you're an influencer and you have 200 followers. That's really not gonna help you.
Well, why not? You can be influencing your small circle.
But out of okay, so for example, if you there I go. Hey y'all.
Shout out Naturally Kimby. Hey.
Make sure y'all follow me.
Yes.
So but out of those 200 people, how many of those people are actually going to go out and purchase something or do something? I mean, it's very slim to none. So, I mean, that's the whole thing that makes you influential is that you have a large mass or demographic of people that you influence. So, I mean, in my personal opinion, social media market, it works. It can build. I've seen it build businesses, and I've also seen if you don't, work
people
it
trash
properly.
Businesses on Instagram or on social media.
Because nowadays, even me, if I can't find you on Instagram, I don't trust you.
Oh wow!
You could have a whole storefront. You could have everything. What's your Instagram? Even with men that I did, what's your Instagram? Because it's like it adds validity to whatever it is that you're trying to do.
But honestly, on the man tip, just real quickly, I'd like to say if I'm dating a man that has maybe 40,000 Instagram followers, I don't want no parts of that. I don't.
Which
I
I
want you
get-
to have about 500 followers, following 22 people, and then we can go.
I say the same thing because it's hard.
Really?
Okay, it's hard. Well, it's hard for me to, because people think, oh, well, you're so popular, you have people in your DMs, like you don't really need to date somebody.
Yeah.
But I would prefer. But I mean, for that, so again, I didn't intentionally set out to be an influencer. That was never the case. I started taking selfies. I thought I was cute, and I was like, if y'all don't like them, I like them. And then of course, I don't know if that confidence kind of came through the pictures or
Yeah.
what, but then people just started just like latching on. So I
Awesome.
mean, I didn't set out to do that. And I tell people, oh, well, how did you become? It was an accident. Like it was a 100%, complete accident. But I think that it's, because it catapulted me to be where I am now. I'm pretty sure that had I not been interviewed by you because I had a following, I wouldn't be here. So I mean, it can elevate you to different levels.
Absolutely.
So if it's used correctly.
So in your Instagram growth and journey, what was the largest? Like, did you go to sleep with maybe one day 6,000 followers and you woke up with 7? Like, what was the largest jump that you've seen in a small amount of time? Maybe not a day, but in just a small amount of time.
What I remember, I think when I hit like the double digits, I went from like 6,000 to like 10.
Wow.
And it was just like from like hair pages, hair like reposts, because hashtagging matters.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
So that's how I built my page, was like to hashtag things as well. So I tell people that you got me giving out gems for free, and I could be selling, slanging these things.
We're not trying to give away too much for free. Okay, well,
But-
stop there then.
I that's not what I want. I'm to help somebody, because I mean, I had to figure it out on my own.
Yeah.
So my growth took a little bit longer, which of course, if I can help somebody get there quicker, I don't mind, whatever. Everybody has their time when they have
Yeah.
to, flourish and grow and stuff. But that's what happened. Like I started getting featured on these hair pages.
Yeah.
And so then, I don't know, they liked what they saw, and I was just like that, like literally overnight. And then once I hit 10K, of course you're valid now.
Yeah.
So then people are like, okay, I'm gonna follow her,
That's the interesting part. I feel like I went to a makeup class. Shout out to Tiana Robinson. Tiana Robinson. I'll be going to her makeup class following September 8th, I think, is when she'll be in Houston, and I'm so ecstatic about it. It was supposed to be in May. Ticket sales were a little low, so we're actually moving it. Well, we're actually, like, I'm involved in this process. She's actually moving the date to early September. But she made the comment one time on one of her Instagram live videos that when you have a certain amount of followers, people visit your page and they're like, oh, 20,000 other people are following. I guess I might as well be too. Like, so once
It's
you
like
get to
peer
a certain,
pressure.
yeah, it's like, oh, okay, well, something must be going on here. Maybe I missed it. So even if you don't directly connect with what's going on, you want to follow just because other people are following.
Before I'm gonna drop some more gems, but
Okay.
anywho, this portion of the show is sponsored by Elite Dental Wellness. At Elite Dental Wellness, our vision is to create a welcoming practice that will offer exceptional dental care and a lifetime of dental wellness. We are committed to the finest possible oral care and the overall health and well-being of our patients. Elite Dental Wellness is built upon a foundation of integrity, expertise, and service. Through our commitment to modern dentistry, continuing education, and friendly atmosphere, we strive to make our patients feel that they are a part of our family. Dentistry can be scary, daunting, and uncomfortable. Dr. Baptiste and her team work tirelessly to ensure your comfort. Make your appointment today with Dr. Asandra Baptiste at Elite Dental Wellness by calling 713-789-8680. Alrighty.
Yes.
But another thing that I get is that people say that, oh, you're just so genuine, and just like they can get how I am through my page. And I don't even, which I'm hella crazy. I just put like memes, like anything. And I think that what happens is like I'm like that crazy homegirl that posts what you're thinking, and I'm just gonna post it, so I get a lot
It's
of.
never vulgar. It's never distasteful. It's never.
No, I don't like anything
'cause there
like
are some pages that
cursing
do
and stuff like that.
Well,
No.
not even cursing, but just like more explicit content.
Like inappropriate.
Well, maybe it's appropriate to some, and people want to follow, and they feel like there are some pages. I will admit this, like for instance, the Shade Room that I don't follow, but I go and visit. It's a little provocative
Every day.
in nature and the content, and I don't believe in gossip, but it's not really gossip. It's just like social media happenings, and so I don't follow it, but I do visit it. And so there are some provocative pages like that, but I don't feel like the content you post is ever provocative or explicit. But it's still fun. It's still
Right, I try to keep it fun, yeah.
cool. Yeah.
Yes, I that's just what I do. I be myself, and I think a lot of people
Yeah.
don't do that
Yeah.
because I mean, even if you gain followers and you gain traction, or when you want to do like events and stuff and they meet you and you're not like that person, you know how that's gonna go.
Absolutely.
So I mean, it's a whole like thing. So because I mean, I've had events and I've had people say, "Oh my God, you're just like how you are. You're like how I thought you are. Oh my God, you're so fun." And so I just try to keep it genuine to myself. So the fact that 27,000 people think that I'm cool or whatever you want to call it, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, absolutely. So one thing that I really can't understand enough is that social media or growth on social media is not a sprint. It really is a marathon. So you want to make sure that you're thinking in terms of that. So more so long term, oftentimes I will see different, they even have apps for this now, like how you want your social media layout to be. I've seen some people do color schemes. So maybe they'll start off with pink for maybe 10 pictures, move to blue, orange, so it's this mood that you get when you're visiting their Instagram timeline. So, and even something that really unfortunately has happened because so many people devote so many resources and time and energy into social media followings is with the Fashion Bomb Daily. Have you been following that? Their Instagram page was hacked or something happened with over 1 million followers. And so she's now resting on her, the laurels of her own personal Instagram timeline that has, a few, still a good following, but not 1 million people. And so that's one of the concerns that a lot of people have. When you get to 1 million followers, what if somebody hacks your account?
I don't know. Like I said, I'm not that big, but to me, I feel like something could have been done where they could have bought the page back. So I don't know the ins and outs of that because it takes a lot to get to 1 million people, and I mean, and you're like a blog, you're not like an actual one person. So
she had a team of people. This ain't all 1 million hair pages. Like they're real people following.
Right. So to me, I felt like, I would have fought harder to get mine because I mean you take time to to build yourself up, and then a lot of times people not gonna come back because what if it gets hacked again? I don't have time to be trying to find your new page, what's your new handle, all this whatever, because I mean people, they want to see what you're doing, but people are lazy. They don't want to hunt you down. They want it to be available for them to see. So now as far as the whole page layout, I don't really, everything that I've done it by myself. So with trial and error. So me personally, I wouldn't pay somebody to tell me how to set up an Instagram. Now
social media strategist,
I wouldn't do that. No.
Okay.
What I would say is that you have to make yourself look professional. Like even though my page is a personal page, or it's a business page now, I don't have, my logo is my like avatar or profile picture because this is a business. This is it's personal, but I represent, like I am my business. And so I mean, as far as a color scheme, my website is black and white. I like everything pretty much black and white and kind of simple and kind of plain. But other than that, that's it. And like I said, staying true to whatever genuine content that you have. Now I just started using IG stories, which I said I would never ever use.
Yeah, you be using them. I like to look at the stories. Well, because I like to look.
But see, here's the thing.
They happen real time. Oftentimes, I can kind of get a sense of like what Kenvie has on today, what her makeup look is for the day, just maybe what she's doing in the moment. I like the story.
So here's the thing. So I did not like it until I get more traction on IG stories than I do on my actual pictures. Ooh. So whereas, I don't know, 700, 800 people will watch what I'm doing, but they only 500 would like the picture.
Wow.
Because y'all nosy, but it's all good. Y'all can keep watching. So that's where we are now in the world. I want to see what you're doing.
But so the stories may actually drive people more so to your page then. If they see you on their story timeline, they actually may,
I don't know.
Well, one photographer, shout out to Jaron Willis, he actually told me that. He said that he's an engineer by trade, so I'm sure he ran the numbers, but he mentioned that more people watch his stories than actually like his post, and so he's actually been seeing increases in like numbers on these video-related posts than he has before he was using videos. Like, he broke it down to me one day at a photo shoot. I'm like, bro, I'm just here for touch-ups. I don't know. But this is what he was telling me. So I don't really post as many pictures as much because I'm just
like, okay, I'm gonna put it on IG stories.
So you know what? Something else. Speaking of IG stories, IGTV has taken off earlier this year, and a lot of stars, celebrities, social media influencers are now using IGTV. I haven't totally bought into it, but I will say sometimes that live videos actually do bring the most kind of followers or most interaction, because people liked, even if it is a business page, you kind of mentioned this, even if it is a business page, people want to know about you. Oftentimes people follow you because of either your work and it's amazing, or you and you're amazing, or both because you're amazing. So I think it's pretty cool to also still give your viewers what they like.
You have to be personable. They want to feel like that they know you. Like I tell people all the time, I mean, Beyonce was popping, but she wasn't as popping until we met her husband and we saw her kids and we see her family, because we want to feel like, oh, she's just like me. I have that same shirt. Like they want to feel like they know you. So once you kind of open yourself up, then that's when people can kind of get comfortable with you.
And I love Beyonce, but still using this example, we saw so much success in music and in her talent and how people wanted to buy things similar to what she was wearing. But her brands, for instance, House of Darion, Ivy Park, those haven't been as successful as one would think. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I'm not buying no expensive workout clothes anyway.
But House of Darion, were you rocking House of Darion jeans?
I was not.
They made petite.
No, I didn't.
See? So, but you love Beyonce, yes?
I'm not. I mean,
you love Beyonce, yes?
Beyonce's okay. She's not the queen of
Bayhive. I didn't say it. She did. I didn't say it. Really?
Yes. Really, Mike?
Yes. You're grabbing my pearls.
You know what? The Beehive, if y'all come to my page, please follow. All of y'all are welcome
and
on my page. There's no hate. There's no hate. The sun and the moon does not sit with Beyonce for me.
I didn't say that, but I did. She's amazing. She's a 36-year-old woman who has birthed 3 children from her womb, married to someone who has cheated on her, and she is still doing the thing on stage. She ain't Lauryn Hill. What I will say, and I love Auntie Lauren, but has she done? Okay, let me rephrase this. Has Lauryn Hill? Oftentimes we hear about her recent shows. She's showing up 3 hours late. She's doing her thing.
How did we get to Lauryn Hill?
Because I'm trying to illustrate a point here.
Wait.
I'm sorry. She's resting. Lauren is resting on the laurels of her past success. She's leaning a lot on nostalgia, as a lot of people would say, because she was popping with the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, which I rocked entirely in the 6th grade. Hello. But
didn't know nothing what the hell we're talking about.
nothing. But I was rocking it. I was woke. But what I will say is that Beyonce is showing up on time. She's performing to the top most excellence. She looks amazing. She got her husband. She's bringing, her kids are in the back with their nanny. Like, we know a lot about her. So to your point, I think that's part of the star factor. That's why people really want to be involved. And she's amazing. Either if she's a pro marketer or just a branding person, guru, she's done it well.
Right. So let's just be clear. I'm not a Beyonce hater. I think that she is good at what she does. I'm just saying that I'm not a Beyonce fanatic. Can I say that?
I'm not either, but you gotta respect her. You gotta respect it.
I respect her hustle. I'm not going to On the Run 2. I went to On the Run 1, and it was good, but I like Jay-Z. Let my boy get some more time on stage. That's all I'm saying.
He don't deserve no time on stage. He can stop cheating and having whole albums wrote because of his indiscretions. He don't deserve a whole stage.
So it's
the Beyonce show featuring Jay-Z.
Wow.
Hello.
I don't think she would like you talking about her husband like that.
She does, because that's how she set it up. What are most songs? She's got the hook. She's got the bridge. She's got most of the chorus. He's just on a little ad lib. So that's how she set it up.
I'm a whole fan. But anyways, like I said, I'm not a fanatic. Like I don't have to go to Coachella. Like me going to the On the Run 1 concert was totally by chance anyway. So I mean, I don't have to do that. I mean, she's got a root for the home team. She's an H-Town girl, so I'm always, gonna, ride for her. Whew. But
I will say I'm not part of the Bayhive either. Utmost respect to Beyonce, though, because of the work ethic that goes into it. But what I will say is that her recent article in Vogue was so real rap raw, and I just appreciate it. I even her intentionality about not wanting to wear heavy makeup and weave.
I think that's ridiculous.
What?
Why did you have...
Okay, read your little ad and then come back, because I don't understand what you're talking about.
You know what, y'all? I'm going to read my little ad. Like as Amethyst said. No, this is the big ad. This one is about the sphere.
Oh,
this is not a little one. What are you doing?
True.
Girl, this portion of the show is sponsored by the Sphere. Are you starting your business and looking for a place to advertise? Do you have a need to reach out to thousands of people across the world to build your brand or sell your product? If so, get your product placement and advertising needs handled right here at The Sphere. We offer a wide variety of content delivery platforms, including iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, YouTube, and Stitcher. Plus, we have a vast demographic reach within the United States as well as modern countries across the globe. Our enriched content and inspiring dialogue coupled with your strategic ad is surely to hit the mark every time. Call us today at area code 832-772-7789 or send us an email over to advertise@thesphere.tv.
Woo! Yeah, that's a bomb.
When did these sound effects happen?
No doubt. Hey,
Do you
ooh,
do you
press
have the
that
Jamaican
loud.
one?
Hey.
No, okay, well then never mind. I didn't read the Vogue article. What happened?
Sorry.
She's crazy, y'all.
It's a Tito's, not me. Okay.
I didn't read the Vogue article, but my twin, shout out to Twin, she sends me the link saying it was just so very inspiring.
It was.
However, she is a Beyonce fanatic, so I can totally understand that. I just think that there are people that have been doing these types of things.
Diana
already.
Ross did the thing with 3 kids in tow. Yeah.
So just because she does it, does that make it everything? Because to me, in my personal opinion, if you say no makeup, are we still retouching the photos or no?
Yes, so we're still retouching the photos.
I want to see it all.
So my thing is, so I get exactly what you're saying because at heart I'm a Janet Jackson fan. Like that's who I stand for. But I will say that how Beyonce has put on for the culture has been done in a way that has never been done before. Yes, Diana Ross did
But
this
she's
whole
from a different
diva-
generation, so she has a different outlook on it. And I think her
Well,
growing
does
up,
she though?
And I
Because a
think
lot of
and I
artists in
think-
the same generation aren't doing that.
And
There's a
I
lot of
think-
exploitation. There's a lot of misogynistic behavior that's going on. So she's doing it in a way that's positive.
because she has a bigger platform. Who is as big as Beyonce?
So then respect that. That's what I'm saying. Not that you don't, but I'm saying like that's what people should respect alone. That she has a platform.
Right.
And she's performing or she's doing good
But I'm
with
saying this whole no makeup thing, body positive images. I mean,
Yeah.
like to me, people have been saying that.
been saying body positive.
I
But
mean,
who
there's
else
some people
besides
that have
like a
been-
Jill Scott who's been like, look, this is me and all of my realness and I'm here with it. Beyonce is saying just that. She's like, I've had my twins and I have a pooch. And if I want a flat stomach, it's attainable by being vegan and working out like a,
Yeah,
crazy
because she's
person.
been vegan before and been
snatched.
skinny.
Yeah.
Skinty, and this is coming from a skinny person.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay?
But
So
she
I'm just
realized,
saying
and
that
she said that in the article, that was unrealistic.
people are acting like she created the wheel. That's what I do not like.
I don't-
because to me, if
okay.
you're gonna come raw, real, uncut, don't retouch the photos. Let me see everything.
So I don't know how much retouching has gone into it. I'm just saying I've seen Beyonce in person, not super up close like you and I are sitting, but I've seen her in person before, and she looked pretty amazing in person, and she looks pretty amazing on the pictures.
And then also,
but I do like that in the first time in Vogue's history that she did enlist the help or the creative direction of a black photographer.
okay, now that was popping.
That's amazing.
That was popping. But they would have only did that for Beyonce.
No, they would not have.
What other popular celebrity is gonna?
Kim K has
is
the
gonna
cachet, and she hasn't used it.
Okay,
Except for meeting
we're
with
not
Trump
gonna,
to
we're
get-
not
okay,
going to talk
okay.
about Kim K
Another
and
show.
Beyonce in a second. We're not going to do that. We about the blackness right now.
Okay.
So what other black woman would Vogue legendary magazine, legendary company?
Who can't?
Who would rearrange everything to go?
Janet
with the,
could, but does she? And I love JJ. I love Janet
again,
DeVito. I love her.
What? Who
But
else
who
would they
would?
do it for besides Beyonce?
Janet, they would do it for. Diana Ross, they would do it for. Tracy Ellis Ross, they would do it for. Now at this point, I mean, so many people.
But I mean, he's 21, so he's probably inexperienced. So I understand why they wouldn't. But the fact, and then I mean, he is a boss too, because if you
Popping at 21.
taking a picture of Beyonce and you're not freaking out, as the average person would probably pass out, he's I'm not gonna say a diva, but like he's like a boss in his own right for that.
But I'm saying even that was intentional. So in the article, she mentioned that wanting to reach out to the next generation. So she sees herself, of course, as a millennial, and then the Gen X, I guess, is what's beyond
that's
us.
what's next. Yeah,
is his kind of category, and so her wanting to. So even that was intentional. So that's what I'm saying. It's so much intentionality behind it, and a lot of people, harp on Beyonce not being able to read well or talk well or being,
she can't read?
GD.
I didn't hear that.
No, I mean saying like she can't communicate effectively in interviews and past interviews. Maybe her point hasn't really come across effectively, but I'm saying that what she's doing now in this day and age by putting on for the culture, by reading, Black stories to her children and really emphasizing the importance of Black history and Black womanhood and all that we are, it's amazing. And so that's why I'm saying I respect her, because a lot of women aren't doing that on this platform that they have.
Y'all are acting like she created the wheel. That's all I'm gonna say. I think that it is wonderful to be a Black woman with a large platform and to use it to uplift other Black women, but she was not the first person to do it.
But has anyone done it like this, is what I'm saying.
No, because this is the first time.
But what I'm saying is
that
the argument
a Black
was,
woman has been, it's like she transcends race anyway. So nobody's going to say, oh, that's a Black woman. Oh, no, that's Beyonce. Because even people that probably don't even like Black people like Beyonce.
Absolutely.
So it's not, I don't even think it's a race thing, because I think that her reach is higher than that. So my whole thing is that you're touching everybody. So you going and saying, okay, basically, remember y'all, I'm Black, I'm here for the sisters. Like, there are other people that have been doing that.
But that's just my argument. I totally agree with what you just said beautifully, but who else has done it? So you're right that other people can do it
because
who else has done it? So they can, but have they, is the point. So I totally agree with what you're saying, but no one else has done it in the same way. So that alone is why I respect her. Not part of the Bayhive, whatever, but I do respect her mainly because of that.
And I do think that she brought like our culture to the forefront, like Coachella and the whole Black HBCU experience.
And even before that, with Messy Maya and Big Frida on the intro of her last album's biggest song.
I just hope she paid them people.
I mean, yeah, she paid Messy Maya's estate, and Big Frida ain't going nowhere without a check, honey.
Okay, I mean, like she's bringing our culture to the forefront in a very tasteful way. So I will say that, like you said, it's a lot of people that are going about it the wrong way. However, I just feel like she did not create the wheel, and that's the vibe. Oh
but
my
she
God,
advanced
everything
it.
She
Can we agree on that?
It was just
she didn't create the wheel, but she advanced it.
She said, "Get up and don't put no makeup on your face." She said, "Oh my God, I have a fupa." Now every woman. Oh, I can have a fupa. Beyonce got one. No, honey.
No, what I'm saying is,
I saw this on Instagram.
Can we agree upon the fact that she did not create the wheel, but she advanced it? Yes,
we can agree with that.
Yes,
she brought the wheel to the forefront. I can agree with that. Okay. However, people take what she says and what she does as gold. There are people out here that are buying designer things because she has them that probably can't even afford it.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like let's talk about that.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, body positive. You have a fupa. I mean, you basically, you have 3 kids. You work like crazy. You don't have no choice but to have a fupa unless you're going to have somebody come in your sleep and work you out while you're sleeping. So I respect her grind. I respect her hustle. She gets it in. But some stuff that she spoke on, people have been doing that. For example, her mom, or she said that she retraced her history, and so she said, oh, well, I read that little piece about her saying that a slave owner fell in love with a Black slave and all of this stuff about this. Okay, you said you Creole. You ought to knew it was something. I mean, I just feel like it's
but how she broke it down beyond that. So that's a very, very valid point. But then the next few paragraphs were about how there had always been a lot of dissension between men and women in her lineage. There had always been, lots of broken marriages, lots of failed relationships.
That's every Black family.
No, it's not. No, it is not every Black family.
Somebody is not married.
Somebody's
born out of wedlock.
Was saying, like, on both sides there was a major influence of broken marriages and broken families, and so she felt it as powerful having a male child and a female child in her womb at the same time, saying that God was, trying
to put the unity
together, and so that was cool. No, okay. For her,
what is the
her
new
revelation? That ain't none of my business. That was her revelation.
Okay,
and
so,
she decided to share it.
okay.
So that
So
was
then
cool to
maybe
me.
she had her revelation later in her life, whereas I had a similar thing younger.
So you done genetic testing?
I mean, I haven't done genetic testing, but I mean, I have
know where you're
had
from.
my grandparent,
Yeah,
my
pour into
grandmother
you.
was. Her sister was 100. She was
Wow,
90. So I
wow.
have my family. We live a long life.
Yeah, yeah.
So I was able to see a picture. Well, first of all, my great grandmother was fair skinned with blue eyes.
Mm-hmm.
So that's number one. So I mean, of course, I couldn't say, "Well, girl, you know, you regular black." Like, but I don't go around saying, "Well, I'm mixed" or whatever. My mother has a German last name,
Mm-hmm.
so it's not like I'm just like, "Oh, well, I don't know." I mean, but I don't want to put it out there because I'm a black woman.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I get what she's saying, and I guess like you said, maybe it's just her revelation of she finally had an epiphany or an aha moment and wanted to share that. So maybe she feels more comfortable with herself now that she has a connection to all of these things.
Yeah.
But I mean, okay, every black family is not like that, but we have a history as black people of being torn apart,
Yeah.
light skin versus dark skin, babies out of wedlock. I mean, we have our issues. So I guess maybe she's coming to terms with her own now, but I don't even have anybody. I think I have one person in my family that's actually like married. So, I mean, I'm like, sis, give me something new. That's all I'm saying.
See, but that was for you. But for other people who don't have that experience, people who maybe her race is transcendent are like, oh, so this is what goes on in the black community.
I guess
it's informative. So maybe not to us, because like you said, that you've had this personal experience, but for other people. And so that's what I'm saying. On that basis alone is why that's respectable
for the people that are because for example, like the Coachella performance, everybody was like, oh my God, it was amazing. I'm like, bruh, you go up to PV,
but who's
you go
going
to
up to
TSU,
PV? But that's
you
what
go
I'm saying.
to,
But putting
you
it
go
on
to
that level,
Grambling, you go to Southern, like this is every
but
day.
some people don't have that exposure, because we're right in the thick of the fourth largest city in the U.S., consequently also the South. So we have that at our fingertips. A lot of people don't. What I want to know is, before we get into, because I want to ask, we're almost creeping up on an hour, but I want to really know your opinion on hashtagging. You already mentioned that it was important. I want to ask why. And also hashtagging and algorithms. A lot of people are so upset about these Instagram and Facebook algorithms. That's been, I guess, calculated recently.
So hashtagging, I think they've downed it to like you could only do like 4 or 5 now. But I would say whatever you're trying to promote, you need to find the top hashtags for them, because there are some people that don't search names, they search a hashtag. So for example, if I want to get my hair done and I'm in Houston, I'm gonna look up Houston hairstylist to find who I need to find.
Absolutely.
So you need to find the most prominent. For example, I was natural hair, so it was like natural hair hashtag, team natural, like curly hair. So like you
and
have to
brands, hashtagging your brands.
Like other brands?
Yeah, like hashtagging the brands that you use to achieve a style or to achieve a makeup
That's
look. That's
never
been
worked.
helpful for me.
That's
like
never
I'll
worked
now
for me.
have brands like liking the pictures or commenting, and there's more engagement that way too. People with, I'm sure, more larger followings actually have begun to have like.
I've never
Really?
like, especially with hair. I think everybody that ever emailed me, I was totally caught off guard by
Oh,
how
wow.
did you even find my picture type of thing. Now, I don't ask them that because I ain't no rookie, but I mean, in the back of my mind, I'm thinking like how, like Bobby Brown reached out to me, Bobby Brown Cosmetics, like I guess I'm on there.
Woo! I was about to say, wait, what?
Not the girl, no, my prerogative. No,
Got it,
Bobby
got
Brown
it.
Cosmetics. And I was like, I don't even know how you got my email. I don't even care. Here's my information. This is my P.O. box.
That's
girl. Send me some
amazing.
stuff.
That's amazing.
So, I mean, because to me, and then imagine the likelihood of somebody seeing it and you have 50 million people tagging it.
yeah.
So that's my whole thing. And then what was the other question? Oh, the algorithm. I don't really focus on that.
Okay.
I see people that tell people through the IG stories to go look at their posts,
Yeah.
which to me is kind of annoying, because if I follow you, then I've already seen it. So why are you showing it to me again? But that's just me. Can be kind of anal about stuff like that. But I mean,
Okay. Well, that's fair.
I see
love
you're
it.
starting to post more.
I am. I'm trying. I had to take a little sabbatical because my phone screen is cracked and I need to upgrade. So I'm waiting to get a new phone so I can actually take more quality pictures.
Get the 7
got
Plus
yeah, I know.
For
I
that
need to.
portrait mode, girl, my selfie game has went up.
Awesome. Yeah, I need
Even
to do
though
that.
the best iPhone camera, in my opinion, was the 5S.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, immaculate photos. But the 7 Pluses, and I just got this one, so I'm ready to take some selfies.
Okay,
I'm ready. She ready.
Yeah, she ready. All right, y'all. Well, it's been an amazing week and a great episode. I'm sure you would agree. Otherwise, you wouldn't be watching until this point. But we'll see you next week on All Things Beauty.
Be